everyone, it's Heather here with Best Laid Plans, and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my budget planning. And the planner that I'm using is an Undated, it's a Know Your Worth Classic Budget Layout Happy Planner. I'll post a picture so that you can see what that looks like, and I'll have links in the description to Happy Planner. But that is what I'm using for 2021, and it is a full classic size planner. And I have it set up in my Franken planner setup, which I'll include a card if you want to check out how I have Franken planned for this year. It is just a quarterly kind of setup, so 3 months at a time. I've got January, February, and March here right now. So I'm going to be starting my February budget planning as we are in the last week of January as I'm filming this. So before I get into my budget process, I did want to show you what this planner looks like in case you're using a different planner and you may need to modify it for whatever your needs are. It has this kind of month at a glance on this page where you can write in your goals, write down any purchases that you're planning, and then there's a place to track unexpected spends, which I hope you won't have any of, but you know, we do sometimes. So there's that spot there. And then each of these had these kind of funny, encouraging sayings on the dividers. But the monthly layout is totally blank, and I'll be showing you how I put my budget into this planner using some sticker books. And I use, typically for this planner, Savvy Saver Happy Planner Girl. I do the mini of that. This budget, which is the 1424 sticker pack, this is my favorite one of the budget stickers that they sell. And then I'll also probably be using some from the Goals sticker book that came with the floral bundle. So that's the monthly. And then here we have kind of a basic overview. You have a place to put your income as it comes in. You have a place where you can put the total minus expenses to see what was left at the remainder of the month. And if you have ever kind of just gotten started with budgeting, zero balance budgeting, the debt snowball method, any of that, I think that this is a really good basic layout for that, because you have all of your accounts and debts you're paying off, and you can track balances. I use the savings tracker a lot. I only have one small debt now that I'm paying off besides my mortgage. So when I pay that off, I'll get to cover this with a sticker and just keep on doing sinking funds and different savings goals. So that's the motivation for me. But if you are going to be using credit cards, or you use credit cards strategically as part of your budgeting, this would be good for that. And there's also this $100 challenge here. You see, save $25 each week this month and have an extra 100 tucked away. There are different savings challenges for every month in the planner that they put in. I think that, you know, you could cover this up and put your own, or you could try to follow those challenges. They're pretty cool. But I like the basic setup of this because this is very much what a written budget looks like. You know, every single month, what are you spending on these categories, and tracking that and having a record of that. And then every weekly page just looks like this, and it's just broken down between, you know, what did you spend, and was it a need or a want? So like eating out would be a need, groceries would be a want, and that just keeps you on track. And I also like, there's kind of journaling prompts here. So where do you deserve a gold star? What can you do better next week? So those are two just nice journaling prompts that they include in this planner. So if you have a just regular planner you're using and you want to break this down, I think that you could probably use a stickers or break down like a horizontal or dashboard layout really well to do something like this, and then maybe include those journaling prompts in the weekly spread. So you don't have to have the budget layout to do the budget. I just like that it's broken down that way. And then I actually ran out of the weekly expenses pages just because February is a weird month and January had more weeks in it. So I turned this page into, as you can see, the week of February 14th to the 20th. So that I could continue to do my expense tracking. And then this is what it looks like when it's blank, and this is just the last page of the month, and you can start to write important things. What I usually put here is stuff I know I'm going to plan to buy, and then anything that is an important like appointment or like grocery items that I don't want to forget that we're going to run out of, or you know, buying gifts for people. This is a good place to put it before the next month, and then you have that. You can look back and go, okay, yep, that's when that is. And if you've seen my Instagram, you know that I made a savings goal for the end of March, early April, to save $200 for when Happy Planner does its March release. So I'm saving $50 a month. That can be by destashing and selling things that I don't use, or it could be by just not spending money. January was a no spend for me. So the goal is $200, and I was inspired by Eloise Bridgerton. So I have this pin money spread. And I like to use this just graph paper page they have at the very back of the month to do some kind of savings tracker or savings goals. And then it just goes on to March. So that is the layout. I typically do not decorate the weekly pages. I just write things in. I do some decoration on here for goals, or like if I pay something off, I'm like, yeah, you get a sticker. And you know, it works for me, it motivates me. So this is something I'll fill in on my own. Same thing for these weekly expenses. So what I'm going to do today is put in my monthly budget plan, and essentially what I do for that is I put in, you know, anything that I'm spending, plan spend, or bills. It's going to go on here, and then I'll have some different trackers and things that I put for finances here. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. I have, without writing I wrote some, like the Amazon Prime, like that's how much it is for everybody. I didn't write all of these costs, but I use the expenses tracker. And this was the one that came out with this planner this year from Happy Planner. You do not have to have this exact bill pay tracker. You could absolutely make your own with some like scrap paper or filler paper. You don't have to have it be this size. You can have it full size. You can use like a mini filler paper and use that and create your own. I just like how they've listed these categories and the method of payment. Currently, everything is just going on my debit card because I don't have cash. I'm basically not leaving my house. But if you do cash envelopes, or you do debit or credit, or you need to track what type of card or payment that you used, this is a really nice layout for that. And it just says date, amount, category, and description. So for February, I do have some planned expenses. I'm going to be getting hair care supplies because everyone voted on my Instagram for me to do my hair like evil Queen Audrey from the third Descendants movie. And thanks everybody. And I'm going to be doing an order from Overtone. They're the hair care company that I like to use for hair coloring and things like that. I'm not allergic to any of their products, and I've just been a pretty loyal customer. And then FabFitFun Spring add-ons are going to be this month. And I'm planning to do a Black-owned business haul because it is Black History Month. I really want to find more Black-owned businesses for specifically planner items. And if you know any Etsy shops or sellers, if you want to comment in the comments for this, or at me on Instagram, I am really keen on doing a larger haul. I would especially like to find a black-owned Etsy shop that did like fantasy stickers, but with African American and other skin tones. I feel like whenever I look for cool fantasy stickers, so we're talking like fairies and mermaids and princesses and things like that, I'm always finding like they're like Asian or Caucasian. I just really would love to have more diversity in the types of stickers that I put in layouts and I represent, and I just feel that it's so important to support my my planner community that way. So if you know of an Etsy shop that has that kind of stuff, please let me know. I am so keen to look into it and do a big haul this month. And then I'm also planning to do a donation to the Met Orchestra because they are going through a really rough time right now. So on the back here, we've got all our bills, and I also note when I get paid, so I'm paid bi-weekly, so I've got 2 paychecks, and then these are all of my regular monthly bills, and I've written them out, and I noted the due date. Like I've noted that, like Netflix, for instance, I got a gift card, so it's prepaid through a certain month, so I don't have to worry about that. I have a doctor appointment that's going to be happening, and I will need to renew prescriptions. And I went ahead and just divided that because I usually have prescriptions at the first paycheck of the month and the second paycheck of the month. But this is just a really simple budget. And if you've never done a budget before, I would just take out a piece of paper, you know, do these categories and, you know, look at when your bills are due and just write it down. I have a spreadsheet budget that I do keep, like a rolling budget, and that's just to make sure I'm watching my account in case there is an unexpected expense that comes out or an emergency and I need to, you know, make do. But if you've never ever done a budget before, I would not start on a spreadsheet. I would start by writing everything down so you know what it is. You can identify it when it's due. I always note if it's an auto payment. I don't typically do auto payments unless it's a subscription service or something like a streaming service like Amazon Prime or Netflix. So it's really, really important. You all might have different categories than I do, different payments you need to make each month for different items. But for the most part, I think that, you know, these are pretty standard, and I typically am able to find good like icon stickers for those in the budget books from Happy Planner. This is just how I like to set things up. This is what I do at the beginning of the month. And I go ahead and I keep track of expenses here and tally everything up. But I use this overall when I'm planning in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the stickers for this month, and I'm gonna start with my paydays. And actually, I might need to start with actually dating February. I'm just gonna take out my February monthly here in my social media planner and use that as my guide. And you could use stickers for this. You don't have to just write things in pen. Typically with my budget planner, I'm very no frills. It's one of the planners I don't necessarily decorate that much, save for things like saving spreads. It's not something that has to be like a perfect planner. I don't show it to other people. It's my budget. I do like to decorate my savings trackers and savings spreads, and there's lots of really fun ideas about like bullet journaling style trackers for savings and debt payoff goals. I know that. So I've written in all the dates, and now we can go ahead and put in our stickers. So I am using this budget book here, and I'm going to use payday boxes. I'm going to put one here on the 5th. I get paid on Fridays. And one on the 19th. And then I can write in the amount and all that there when I am paid. So now I'm going to flip through, and in the very, very back, there are these account balance stickers. And I really, really like these because I have started to track monthly my checking, savings, retirement, and emergency fund. I am fully vested in my retirement, so I check it. I keep track of that. I have savings goals that are just, you know, the overall total in my savings account that are my sinking funds. And then within that, I have an emergency fund, and my goal right now is to get that up to $2,500. And I based that number off of just what the highest deductible for any of my insurance is. But you know, if you're starting like the Dave Ramsey method, you might be trying to build up that $1,000 emergency fund. So there's, you know, this is just nice to have because it keeps me accountable for monitoring that every month. And I usually fill it out the last day of the month. So I'm gonna write 228 on this. And this I put right here in the sidebar. So now let's go through, and I'm gonna put in some savings stickers, and I'm gonna put these right here on my paydays because I always pay myself when I get paid. I take it right out of my account. I don't have it on auto, but I do like go in and I immediately take out a certain amount and put it into savings. I have a couple different sinking funds. I have my emergency fund. I have a fund for like vet and pet related cost. I have my fun money fund. I have funds for my Costco membership and also for my FabFitFun annual membership so that I'm putting money aside and can just drop it on the bill when it comes. And then I also just have like savings for like generic medical cost and not things that go under like emergencies. So that's what I usually save for, and those are my categories. So I put money into savings for those when I get paid. So that's what those stickers are for. So after I do my stickers for savings, I like to check and see if I have any known medical cost or doctor's appointments. And I will have a doctor's appointment this month on the 22nd. So I'm going to take this medical sticker and I'm going to put it here on the 22nd. So I remember to get the copay ready. Then I've got my cell phone bill and I pay that. And I like this book has like a bunch of icon stickers. So here's a cell phone. And I usually pay that the first paycheck of the month. So I'm just gonna stick that here. And then my internet bill, I pay over the phone, and I usually pay it, it's due the end of the month or the beginning of next month, but I like to pay it when I get paid on my second paycheck of the month before the next month starts. So I'm just gonna put that there. And then the other thing that I do is I know I'm going to do rather, I will be ordering groceries on the 5th and probably having a pickup on Saturday. So I'm gonna put a grocery icon here. And then I have my electric bill due on the 12th. So I have a little light bulb icon. And then for my mortgage payment, that is always due on the last day of the month. And I'm just consulting my master bill pay list for the month while I'm doing this. So I have some prescriptions. And I will probably just use a regular bill due sticker for that. I'm not seeing a water bill sticker in this one, which, you know, oh well. That's okay. So I'm gonna do a bill due sticker, and I'm gonna do water bill is the 10th, and another bill due sticker, and I'm gonna do the sewer bill, which is the 21st. And I'm just gonna write in order RX. I'm not sure when I'm gonna need to, but I know I probably will on the 5th. And I'm gonna write in here, water and sewer. So I'm gonna go through the sticker book because there are some auto pay stickers that I am going to put down for auto payments. So the first one is going to be Amazon Prime, and that is the 9th. I just stick that in the corner there, and I write Amazon Prime. The next one is going to be MS Office. I use Office Online. I have a personal account, and I do pay for that storage and cloud service each month, and that comes out on the 17th. So I'm gonna put that there and write MS Office. I do have another auto payment that will come out on the 25th, and that is for the Sticky Club subscription that I don't know why I put it on the 25th. It comes out on the 28th. So I'm just gonna write Sticky Sub. Okay, so that is all of my bills and paydays on here. And you can see that I leave a lot of space. If I make a purchase, then I usually write it down, or I'll put a sticker. And I might go ahead and do that for the 9th, because that is when I have my FabFitFun bill coming up. I just realized that these are also blank, like, expenses and bill pay stickers, and that there are other payday stickers. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it. It's fine. I know what it is. But if you do have this sticker book, there are payday corner stickers, and you could probably use those instead. And I'm pretty sure I did use those last month. Sometimes, you know, we just forget when we're going through all our sticker books, or we can repurpose a sticker. So here are the payday stickers. So I would have probably put that in a corner instead of using that. But you know what? I can use this too for being paid. And if you have like multiple jobs that you're working, you can have your payday and write what it is for the different jobs with that. So, you know, don't feel like you have to use a sticker for what it was originally intended for. Use it for whatever you need it for. I'm always like altering stickers and doing things like that, so just make it work for you. I'm gonna call it shopping trip because that's really what it is. This is a digital shopping trip. So that's gonna be FabFitFun Spring. And now I want to go into Savvy Saver, because there are some really great stickers. Also, Savvy Saver has a lot more of the bills. So if you have Savvy Saver and you have that budget one, you pretty much have all of the stickers that you're gonna need. I am going to use some of these motivational stickers. So this one says save now, spend later, and I'm going to put that here. And then I want to do some decorative stickers. So I am going to take this Make Money Moves sticker, and I'm gonna put it right here. Sometimes it's fun to just decorate. And then set goals and crush them. And I'm gonna combine that with a sticker from the goals sticker book. It says top priority, set goals and crush them. And then I'm going to use this work hard and stay focused. And again, anything that I'm putting on my monthly layout is just to remind me when things are due, write down what I'm depositing, and to keep me on track. So I'm going to put my month of February here. And that is really pretty much how I do my budget. I usually try to keep my tracker stickers here and note my savings and paydays. So even if I don't use stickers for every expense, or I just write it in, or I write the name of the bill, I usually always go in and very intentionally put my savings amount just to keep me on track and to motivate me to do that, because if I get to use a sticker, I am motivated. And then I want to go to this page. I'm not going to write all my stuff in, but I am going to be changing this challenge. So instead of a $100 challenge, I have 50 aside from, again, for my pin money goal. I have a goal of putting 50 away. So I am going to go into my budget sticker book, and I'm going to take this sticker here and just cover up this sticker challenge. And $50. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna do this. Again, it doesn't have to be pretty, it has to be workable. So it's going to be $100 in my fun money. I'll just put my fun fund by 228. And since that's a little ugly, we're just going to take my mile liner and I'm going to do that, kind of set it apart, but I just want to alter that to fit what my goal is for the month. You could definitely do the challenges. I think they're really fun. I think March's is slightly different. So this one is try not to use any credit cards. I'll have to alter that one too because I don't use credit cards. I keep my expenses here, but that is that set up. So we'll go back to this first page. And what I'll end up writing in here is I want to, you know, continue to build my emergency fund. Save fun fund, and then spend intentionally is really a key thing, because I'm going to be coming out of a no spend month from January, and sometimes when you have been in a no spend month, and you just get out of it, you can go a little stir crazy. And I do not want to be in a place where I didn't spend any money for a whole month on any kind of like extras, and then I go into another month and go over the top. So having really intentional spending for any purchases and things, that's going to be really key for me this month. And I'm just going to write in FabFitFun Spring and add-ons. And then I want to do a black, I have horrible handwriting, guys. And you know what? I don't care. I'm still planning. So black-owned businesses, haul, donations, and then the other thing was overtone hair color. And that's really everything for this month. I'm going to go ahead and include this quote in here. It says, "Without self-discipline, success is impossible, period." That really goes along with my intentional spending. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some ideas about, you know, how to do your own spending and budget planning. If you're just getting started with budgeting, I definitely recommend just starting with something like this, like just writing everything down before you move into something like a planner. I would, you know, start small and then build on that. Once you have the basics and you have a budget and you know what you're actually spending and saving, it's going to make it so much easier. And then you can do fun things like savings challenges, sinking funds. So saving a little bit every month for something, before you purchase it, so you're not using a credit card or buying something you can't afford. And I think that that's a really good way to start out. I really like these products from the Happy Planner. I think that this is keeping me on track this year, and I'm looking forward to continuing this and seeing if, you know, I'm meeting my goals and feeling motivated. And currently I really like this, and I think it's perfect for my needs. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Spend well, save well, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.